People are naturally curious. How successful investors became successful. I have had my fair share of such questions from readers, although I don't count myself as being a very successful investor. With 13 or 14 years of blogging under my belt, I have talked to myself about my many ideas, and also reminded myself why I got the results I got. I am reminding myself of 3 things I said in a blog in 2016 in this video. 1. Invest in bona fide income-generating assets. If we invested in a business for income, if it had good income-generating ability and if we entered at a good enough price. It could be a case of simply sitting back and not doing very much after that. Truly passive income. Invest in income-producing assets and we will enjoy passive income or, as Warren Buffett puts it, make money while we sleep. As long as we feel that we have our facts and reasons right, we want to ignore the noises from the market. The fact that some people disagree with us does not mean that we are wrong. Of course, we might not always be right, but if we spend our time listening to the noise, it could very likely mess up our minds. Still, we should be humble enough to admit we might not always make the best decisions, but if we are approximately right more often than we are wrong, it should be good enough to bring home the bacon. An example in my case could be ST Engineering, which I started buying at $1.55 a share donkey years ago. I was an investor in ST Engineering long before I was a blogger. There are probably quite a few other examples in my portfolio. When we buy an asset, thinking about its income-generating ability, we are investors. We should be able to value the asset and decide on how much is worth paying for it. When we buy an asset simply because people who bought such an asset made money in the past or because everyone else is buying it now, we are speculators and more concerned with prices instead of value. 2. Unless born with a silver spoon in our mouth, be pragmatic. For most of us, it is about working hard and smart while being financially prudent to accumulate wealth. Then, the next step is investing in fairly good income-producing assets to grow our wealth, taking care not to do something foolish. To be fair, we are all human and equally fallible. We could probably afford to do something foolish once in a while, but if we keep doing foolish things, we are in trouble. In a nutshell, we want to build wealth and avoid anything that destroys wealth. In the process of investing for income, if we did not overpay for an investment, there might also be a chance of capital gains which should give us a leg up. That would be a bonus. I was very greedy during the global financial crisis when good businesses saw the stocks being sold for cheap, and I emptied my war chest. My war chest, which had around $300,000 at the time, was fully deployed. Don't be too optimistic. Don't be too pessimistic. Being pragmatic has helped me on my journey. 3. Be honest and admit luck plays a part. I always say that I have been lucky many times, and I truly believe this. I have been able to capitalize on opportunities to buy at lower prices offered by the market whenever there was a feeling of depression. Global financial crisis aside, I deployed almost $100,000 into the stock market in August 2015. Then, in February 2016, I bought more DBS shares at around $13 a share. DBS was my first foray into Singapore banks as an investor. Those were times when the market felt depressed. Was there any way I could tell when the market would feel that way? No. I could not predict, but I was prepared. In conclusion, the journey towards financial freedom needs preparation. Always have a war chest ready. There will always be opportunities to buy on the cheap. The market is not going away. However, we have to be prepared and have the resources to take advantage of such opportunities.